Hello students, this is Miss Dalton and this is video 7.3 over composition of functions. When you are doing composition of functions, you're going to use this notation, which is called function composition notation. And this just means that you are substituting one function for the variable x into the other function and then simplifying. So let's look at this example just to see what I mean. If I take this function, so I'm going to use f of x equals 3x, and I'm going to use g of x as equal to x minus 5. This is the kind of notation that you're going to see right here. Now the way we say this is we say f of g of x. And so what this means is that we're taking this g of x and we're substituting it in to the f function, okay? So you're always going to take the inside and substitute it into the outside. So if I take it, what this is going to look like is it's going to take this whole g of x function and it's going to substitute it in for place of x. So you will have 3 times x minus 5, and then you just want to go ahead and simplify this, and so you would distribute, and that would be 3x minus 15. So f of g of x would be equal to 3x minus 15. Now I want you to notice that this can be written both ways. So here we have g of f of x, which means we're going to take the f function and we're going to substitute it into the g function. Well, and then in the next step, we're going to find f of g of x, which means we're taking the g function and substituting it into the f function. So you're going to get two different answers based on how you're doing it. So you have to be very careful when you're reading this. So let's take the first one and let's take the f function and substitute it into the g function, okay? So what that's going to look like is we're taking this function and substituting it into this function everywhere you see an x. So we'll have x squared plus 5x plus 6. That's getting in place of this x, and then we just have the plus 3 on the end. So all you have to do is combine your like terms. So you'll have x squared plus 5x plus 9. Now for the second one, it's going to be a little more complicated. Now we're taking, let me change colors here. So now we're going to take this g function and we're going to plug it into the f function everywhere you see an x. So we're going to have to plug it in two places. So this is going to look like this. We're going to have x plus 3 squared plus 5 times x plus 3 and then plus 6. Well, remember, when you have x plus 3 squared, I'm going to write it over here. When you have x plus 3 squared, you need to write it down twice. So x plus 3 times x plus 3, let's go ahead and do that over here. So that would give you x squared plus 3x plus another 3x plus 9. So that's going to give us x squared plus 3x, or plus 6x plus 9. Alright, so let's go ahead and put that in its place. So this would be x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now let's go ahead and do the next part. So let's distribute the 5. So that'd be 5x plus 15. And then we have the plus 6. So go ahead and look for like terms. We only have x squared. For our linear terms, we have 6x, 5x, and that's it. So that would be 11x. And then for our constants, we have 9, 15, and 6, which would end up being 30. And that would be your final answer. All right, so on this next example, it's going to be written a little bit different. So notice that we have g of f of 5. So this is going to take two pieces of substitution. We're going to have to take that 5, and we're going to substitute 5 into the f function. So everywhere there's an x, we're going to put a 5. So 5 squared plus 5 times 5. Sorry, my handwriting looks weird. And then plus 6. So we're going to figure out what that is. So let's go ahead and write down what that is. G of, so 5 squared is 25. So we'd have 25. Then we have another 25, so plus 25, and then plus 6. So that's going to come out to be 56. So then we're going to take that, because that's what f of 5 is. After I've plugged in the 5, I got 56. Well, then now what we're going to do is we're going to take 56 and plug it into the g function. So that's going to look like this. Right here, in place of x, I'm going to put 56. Then I'm going to add 3 to it. So that's going to be 59. So g of f of 5 is equal to 59. Go ahead and try this next one on your own, and then when you're ready to check your answer, go ahead and press play. All right, go ahead and check your answer. Hopefully you got the right answer. I first took 7 and I plugged it into the g function. So I plugged it in here. 7 plus 3 gave me 10. So then I took the 10 and I plugged it into the f function. So I got 10 squared plus 5 times 10 plus 6. And that comes out to be 156. Okay, so this isn't that difficult. It's just a different way of looking at it. So please come to class with your questions and I will get them answered.